Okay, friends, remember, today we're going to finish filling out our chart for Giggle, Giggle, Quack, that awesome book by Doreen Cronin that I have somewhere. And it was illustrated by Betsy Lewin. So today we're going to talk about conflict. If you remember, the conflict is the problem, something that happens that is the reason we have a story in the first place, because there's something that is different than what was expected. The resolution is how we solve the problem that is given to us by the conflict. So this one is really, really challenging with Giggle, Giggle, Quack. And I'm going to tell you why. With Click, Clack, Moo, which I also have, the problem is pretty easy to figure out. The problem is that the cows are demanding electric blankets. And they won't give their milk and eggs until they get it. And the resolution is that Farmer Brown agrees to give them their electric blankets. In Giggle, Giggle, Quack, the problem that we have isn't so much of a problem for the animals, but it is a problem for Farmer Brown. What's Farmer Brown's problem in Giggle, Giggle, Quack? I'm going to count down from 20 while you think, and if you already know, go ahead and tell me. And then I'll start writing what I think, okay? So I'm going to count down from 20 very quietly in Spanish. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Bueno, amigos, what is our conflict here? What is Farmer Brown's problem? Farmer Brown's problem is that he left his brother Bob in charge, and Duck is changing the instructions, right? So I'm going to write that over in our conflict box. The farmer left his brother in charge, and Duck is changing all his instructions. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to put boxes around our characters. So raise your hand when you hear me say a character. The farmer. There we go. We already have one. The farmer, he's a character. I'm going to put a box around him. Left his brother. That's another one. What's his brother's name? Bob. Bob is a character. Left his brother Bob in charge. And Duck, we know Duck, that's a character, is changing all of his instructions. So I'm gonna squiggle underline our vocab words. So in charge, that's one of our vocab words. That means responsible for making sure somebody is safe and happy. Instructions is one of ours. And I'm going to underline changing too, because it's similar to exchanging, which was one of our vocab words last week. Remember, exchange? Changing is just when one thing becomes another thing. So can you repeat after me while we read what we just wrote? The farmer left his brother in charge, and Duck is changing his instructions. Thank you. So, how does it get solved, my friends? How do we solve this problem? Well, remember, Farmer Bob calls and finds out what Duck is doing. So then he has to come home, right? So it's resolved when Farmer Brown calls and realizes that Duck is influencing everyone, okay? I'm going to write this down since we're out of time for today, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great afternoon.